How to cut and sew this shoulder drawstring dress with Basque Waistline in less than a day. Hi guys, welcome back to this tutorial. On today's tutorial, I will take you on a step-by-step method on how to cut and sew from start to finish. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, because in this tutorial you'll be learning on how to make this dress perfectly well for yourself and by yourself. Now, first things first, we'll be taking our measurement. Now the first thing I've gone ahead to do is to bring my pattern paper, and I've gone ahead to come down by half an inch, and I'm just ruling this line. Now this line is going to be where all our measurements are going to start from. So it's serving as our starting line and also our shoulder line. So I'll just label it so you can see. So I hope you can see. And the next thing I'll do is to place my tape from this starting line, and I'll be coming down by my bust line, which is 10 inches. I'll also come down by my under bust line, which is 13 inches. And I'll also come down by my waistline, which is 16 inches. And lastly, I'll count down by 5 inches and come down by 5 inches from my waistline, and I'll mark 21 inches. I hope you understand. Now I'll also come to this other side here and just take the exact thing, 10 inches. I'll come down 13 inches, 16 inches, and lastly 21 inches. Now I'll just go ahead and just connect those 2 points together. Now why I'm doing this is because I want the lines to be straight. I hope you understand. So that is just the reason. So you can see. Now I'll go ahead and just rule all the lines together, and this is what they look like. So I've connected them together. Now I'll label this is the bust line, the under bust line, the waistline, and lastly this is like the full length or the half length. You know, this dress is divided into 3. I hope you understand. So that is just the half length we are going to use to draw into the gathers. I hope you understand me. Now on the shoulder line, I've come here and taken half of my shoulder measurement, and I've placed my tape from that point there, and I'll be coming out. Now this totally depends on you. This depends on how full you want your drawstring or your shoulder to be when you draw it. But for me, I'll be marking 13 inches. So I'll just come over here and just mark 13 inches. Guys, I hope you understand. So you can go out by 8 inches, 9 inches, 10 inches if you want. So it totally depends on you. I hope you understand. Now I'll come here and mark 3 inches for my neck width, and now I'll come to this point. I'll come down by 1 inch. As from that 13 inches point, I'll come down by 1 inch, and I'll be connecting it to the neckline. Why is because we need our shoulder slant. Our shoulders are not straight, so we just need to come down by 1 inch. That is why I did that. I hope you can see, guys. So I'll just go ahead and just connect it all the way to that neckline point. Guys, please pay attention. After doing that, the next thing I'll do is to come over here, and I'll go ahead and place my tape from this point here, and I'll be coming down by my armhole depth. Now my normal armhole depth is actually 7 inches, but I'll be adding some inches to it. Why? Is because this is a free dress, so you don't need the armhole to be tight. So I'll be adding about 1 inch to mine. Now you can add 2 inches, or you can just depends on what you want. So I went down by 8 inches, so I added 1 inch, and I'll just show this line here. I hope you can see. So this is our armhole depth line. Now I'll go ahead and just connect that line from that point there to this point we have just ruled. Now the next thing we have to do is to start taking our body measurements. Now first things first, I'm going to measure what I have here on this shoulder line. I can see I'm having 20.5 inches. Now I'll come to the under bust line. Guys, I hope you can see under bust line, and I'll be minusing 3 inches from it. So it's 20.5 inches minus 3 inches. It's going to give us 17.5 inches. So I just went ahead to mark it on our under bust line. Now I'll be connecting our armhole curve from that point there, from this point, from that armhole depth line all the way to our under bust line. Please pay attention carefully. So you're not taking your round bust measurement. No, you're not doing that. Now guys, next thing I'll do is to come to this under bust line, and I'll take my under bust measurement divided by 4. I'll come to the waistline, take my waistline measurement divided by 4, and lastly I'll come to my this half length here, and I'll take my hip measurement divided by 4. Take note, your hip measurement divided by 4, and now I'll connect this 3 points together. So watch exactly how I'm doing that. So I connected from the under bust line to the waistline, and now I'm connecting from the waistline to this full length line, that is the half length. Now guys, after doing this, the next thing I'll do is to get the Basque effect. To do that, you'll come to this line here, this half length line. You'll be going up by about 2 inches. Though going up by 2 inches if you want it not to be too noticeable. So the thing is, the more you go up, the more your backs become very like highlighted, becomes very noticeable. I hope you understand. So for me, I went up by 2.5 inches, guys. So see where I just connected it. So go ahead and do exactly the same thing here. So you can see I went up by 2.5 inches and I connected it back into that line. Now that we have done that, the next thing we have to do is to come to this shoulder line here, and I'll be coming down that opening that is at the front. Now you can come down by your bust line, that is, which is 10, mine is 10 inches, then, or you can also come down below your bust line. But for me, I'm planning on wearing this to church, so I just came down by only 8 inches, guys. I hope you understand. Now you can go up if you want. Like, it totally depends on you. This part totally depends on what you actually want. Now for my back neckline, I'll be coming down by 6 inches, guys. I hope you understand. So from the shoulder line, I came down by 8 inches for my front neckline, and for my back neckline I came down by 6 inches. Now you can, for your back neckline, you can even make it to reach your under bust line. It totally depends on what you want, guys. I hope you understand. Now I'm just connecting from that 3 inches neck width. I'm connecting to the 6 inches point and to the 8 inches point, and now we are done. Now that we are done drafting this, the next thing we have to do is to cut it out. Now you know we'll be cutting this into 2 sections, because I told you this dress is a 3 parts. So this part here on this pattern paper, will be cutting out the 2 sections, and the gathers is the 3rd section. So just watch carefully and you're going to understand. So first things first, we'll go ahead and cut out the shoulder line. After doing that, I hope you can see, after doing that, I'll come here and cut this armhole depth, and I'll come and cut this armhole curve here. After doing that, I'll come to this under bust line and I'll just cut it out, guys. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. So that is for the first section, and now I'll come to this point here, that full length line. I'll just follow through the lines and just cut it out, and this is for the second section, guys. I hope you understand. Now we'll be cutting the back neckline first, guys. Pay attention, we are cutting the back neckline first. Now I'll use this and cut on the fabric. Now remember, when you're cutting the back neckline first, you use it and place on your fabric. Make sure your fabric is on fold, and make sure you give about 1 inch for zipper allowance before you start cutting, guys. I hope you understand. So this, you also now go ahead and cut the second neckline, which is the front neckline, and use it and place on your fabric and cut. Now you can notice I kept about 1 inch round my fabric. I hope you understand. And on the shoulder line, I kept about 1.5 inches, because that is what we are going to be using to get the shoulder drawstring effect, guys. I hope you understand. Now this is for that second section. I can see I've also added allowance around it, and I also went ahead to cut out lining pieces for it, for both it and the back part. That is this one that has the zipper line. Now guys, to make sure our dress doesn't have any zipper bulge, I've gone ahead to place it like this, and I measured down to my back waistline. See what I just did, and I went ahead to come out by 1 inch from that my back waistline point. I hope you see what I see it here. So I minus the allowances, and I just came down by my marked my my waistline, came in by 1 inch, and you can see what I just did here, guys. I hope you see. And now I'll just go ahead and just remove that zipper bulge here. This is to make sure our zip doesn't bulge. That is why I'm doing this. So you can see it here. I'm just going to do this all around it here like this. So after doing this, this is what it looks like. So right now we have eliminated that zipper bulge, and right now the next thing we have to do is to start joining our fabrics together, that is our pieces together. Now first things first, this is the front part. Next thing I'm going to do is to bring the facing for this front. Now if you're not using a lining, you can use a facing. If you don't know how to draft out a facing, I have a well-detailed tutorial on how to do that. Now I'll go ahead now and stitch on this neckline with 1/2 inch all around. I'll bring the 2 pieces of the back. This is the 2 pieces of the back here. can see what it looks like. And I'll also go ahead and bring the facing for them, and I'll place it like this, guys. Make sure you place it the front, right side facing right side like this. I hope you can see. I'll place the other one here, right side facing right side also, and I'll go ahead and stitch with about 1/2 inch all around it. Now let me stitch them and show you what it looks like. So this is it here. I'm done stitching. This is what it looks like. Now the next thing we have to do is to bring the 2 back piece here, and now in order to make sure that when we turn it over to the right side it doesn't bulge, so that it sits properly, all we have to do is to notch all these points. Now I'll be using my scissors to do that, so I'll just notch all these points here. So we're going to notch the 2 back piece, and we'll notch the front piece also, and that is just it. So after notching, this is what it looks like. The next thing I'll do now is to turn this over to the right side. I hope you can see the way I'm doing it, and you can see the way it's sitting well properly. So you can just go ahead now and just iron it out, and it will relax very well. So I'll just turn it over to the right side like this, and I'll bring the back piece also, and I'll do the same thing. I'll turn it over to the right side exactly like this, guys. I hope you understand. So now that we have done this, the next thing we have to do is to come to this down part here, and I'll go ahead and make gather stitch at this point here. I hope you see that down part. I'll go ahead and make gather stitch there, and I'll do the same thing for the 2 back piece. So I'll be making gather stitch also at the down parts, guys. I hope you understand. So let me do that and show you what it looks like. So guys, after making that gather stitch, this is what it looks like. This is for one piece of the back. This is one of the back here, and you can see how it looks like. Now the next thing I'll do is to bring that second section here, and I'll be placing it on this point here. So I'll be joining it together to this gathers point. So what you have to do is to make sure the gathers is the same length with what you have at this second section. I hope you understand. So now this is about maybe 8 inches plus that stitching allowance. It will be 8 inches or 8.5 inches. So you make the back that this gathers one, the downside to be 8 inches, so that it will align properly with this second section. Guys, please, I hope you understand what I mean. So please just look and you're going to understand. So I'm just pinning it to get that. So I'll make sure I pin it carefully until it just aligns properly with the gathers parts. This is what I mean. So make sure when you're placing this, the zipper part is facing towards the zipper part on that upper section also. Guys, please pay attention to what I'm saying, or just watch carefully at what I'm doing and you're going to understand. So I'm just pinning it like this, guys. I hope you understand, and that is it, guys. And I'm done pinning it. Now I'll go ahead and stitch with about 1/2 inch, and I'll do the same thing for the front one also. So make sure the gathers part is aligning properly with this second section also. So let me go over and stitch it and show you what it looks like. So guys, after stitching, this is what we have. So this is one part of the back. I can see how it aligns properly now. This is what I was just trying to tell you. Make sure it aligns properly. And this is for the front part. You can see now I made it, gathered it to align properly with that second part. This is what we have right now. So guys, the next thing we have to do is to cover up that part using our lining, that rough edge. Now to do that, we'll place our lining like this. We'll go ahead and stitch it and use it to cover it up like this. Now I'll do the same thing for the other back piece. So these are them here. That's it. Now I've gone ahead to cut out lining pieces, so we'll use it to cover the back part. And when I'm done stitching, I'll show you what it looks like. This is it, guys. I am done adding the lining to this part here. You can see how neat it looks like, and you can see that rough edge again. You can see the way I stitched it, and I've used it to cover it up. Now you can go ahead and just iron it out so that it becomes really smooth at that point. So guys, after doing that, the next thing I'll go ahead and do is to fold all the sleeves using 1 inch. So I'll be folding it all around using 1 inch. So I'll fold for the front piece, and also for the 2 back piece, I'll fold using 1 inch. So guys, after doing that, this is what it looks like. You can see how neat it's looking like. So guys, after folding it, the next thing we have to do is to stitch the shoulder. So we'll be stitching the shoulders with that inches we left above. Now to make your facing not to be flying out, go ahead and iron hemming gum on it. Now we'll be stitching the shoulders with 1.5 inches. If it's 1 inch you left, just go ahead and stitch with the 1 inch. Now after stitching, I'll show you what it looks like. So this is it here. I'm done stitching. You can see the way I stitched it. Now why you have to stitch this with about 1 inch or 1.5 inches is because so that we can able to fold it to get that drawstring effect. I hope you understand. So right now I've gone ahead to cut 4 pieces of rope and I've folded them. So you can make the length to be about 30 inches. Totally depends on what you want, or even longer if you want that. Now see where I place the rope inside that part there. I see what I'm folding the other edge with 1/2 inch inside. So I'll do the same thing for this other one. See the way I'm doing it. So please just go ahead and do exactly the same thing. Now I'll be top stitching first on that edge, then I'll go ahead and stitch all the way down. So I'll put the other 2 ropes there and just stitch it and show you what it looks like. So this is it, guys. I am done stitching. You can see how it looks like. You can see the drawstring effect now as I draw that part. I hope you can see what it looks like. So this is it, guys. Now the next thing we have to do is to join the sides of our dress together. Now we'll be stitching with the allowance you gave. So for me, I gave about 1 inch allowance. Now if you gave 1/2 inch, you stitch with 1/2 inch. If you also gave 1 inch, you stitch with 1 inch. So I'll stitch from the sleeve all the way to the down part, that is all the way to our half length. I'll do that for the both sides and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So this is it, guys. I am done stitching. You can see how it looks like. Now I'll be turning it over to the front like this. Now the next thing we have to do is to go ahead and just cut out the down piece, that is the down part, the third layer that we're going to join to our dress. Now this is my fabric here, and for this I cut out the width to be my hip measurement times 3. Guys, I hope you understand. Now but this totally depends on how full you want your gathers to be. For me, I want it to be full, but my fabric wasn't really enough, so that's why I did times 3. Now you can do times 4 if you want it to be fuller, or if you can also do times 2 if you don't have much fabric. While for the length of the gathers, what you have to do is the full length of your dress, that is the length you want your dress to be when you're done making it. Mine is 40 inches. Now I'll minus the half length, that is that part, that length you did when you were drafting the pattern. My length was 21 inches for that half length. So I'll do 40 inches minus 21 inches. What you get is 19 inches. So the length of your gathers will be 19 inches. But because of folding allowance and stitching allowance you're going to use to make the gathers at the top, what you should cut out for the length of your gathers should be about 21 inches. Guys, I hope you understand. So next now I'll do is to fold the down part of this fabric, and I'll go ahead and run gather stitch at the top. So guys, this is what it looks like after I was done running the gather stitch. I can see I've also gone ahead to fold the down part of this here. So right now the next thing I did, you will notice I left about 1.5 inches because of zipper allowance before I started running the gather stitch on both ends. I hope you understand what I mean. Now I've brought out the half length. This is it here, and I'll measure the tip here. Guys, just watch what I'm doing. I'm just measuring, and I'm done measuring the tip. Whatever I get here, you can see I got about 40 inches. I'll gather this to be 40 inches. Guys, I hope you understand. So I'll gather this to be 40 inches, and when I'm done gathering it to be 40 inches, I'll go ahead and attach it to that half length. Guys, I hope you understand what I mean. So I'll bring the half length now. I'll get the midpoint and just place it like this and just go ahead and attach it to these gathers. And when I'm done, I'll show you what it looks like. So this is it, guys. I'm done attaching the half length to the gathers, and you can see how it's looking. You can see our dress is almost ready. Now the next thing you just have to do is to come to this point here. We'll go ahead now. From the down part, watch what I'm doing, guys. Please pay attention carefully. Now from the down part, we'll go ahead and stitch with 1.5 inches. I'll be stitching from the down part here all the way to where you want your zipper to stop. I hope you understand. So we'll be attaching our zipper from this part here, from this point here, all the way to that part you stopped your stitch. So let me do that and show you what it looks like. And guys, this is what our dress looks like after I was done attaching the zipper to the dress. Wasn't this tutorial so helpful? If it was, please do well to like this video, share this video to someone who you think will find it helpful. Do well to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you'll be among the first to be notified whenever I upload new amazing tutorials. See you in my next one. Bye.